when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Talk about this Washington defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown. Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taking it about the one.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Looking to put a drive together.
Check, Panthers. Hey, check go.
They run. Jacoby Crosby-Barrett.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Panther 60. Go.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak in this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, 78 yards.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Panthers, 60
He'll start with a give to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The Saints had 0-11 now in the year. And, Charles, it's a bleak picture, just to be frank, when you're in a hole like this.
And they're starting to run out of time. Not many games left in the season, so everyone's talking about finding some inspiration. What they really need to find is some consistent and better play. That's the only way they'll find that win that they're seeking.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he
through that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback,
Here we go,
you're in position to make a play on the ball. Whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. That's taken in by Kraft. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play.
And Charlie will go down back at the 12. We'll see from in and get him down. Second and goal after going backwards to the 12. And they'll shift things around.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk, ready.
They'll put the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Here's Shuck. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game in a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How does the head coach handle it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go now.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw now, Shuck. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
To throw is Daniels.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go now. 77. Come on, 19.
Watch twins.
Ready.
On first down, Krosky Murray. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds his man. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a huge return as he takes this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Let's go. Ready.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's to Corey Krusky-Merritt. And they will get it down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set. Let go.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Noah Sewell there to make that play defensively. Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready. 6, Mustang 19. Go.
Here's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Touchdown Washington. From a yard out. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Go, set.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the lead. Just a little animated.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 111 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Go.
To throw is Shuck. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut.
They'll run out of the gun with Camara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Ready? Head the 60. Head the 60. Check out.
Shuck now to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, but they hope to get back into this game.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man complete. It's Sanchez. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. Right? It's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't know, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out with Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. For motherfucker, home of the Escobar. More than the trip around the globe with the sucker. Travel like a Bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then ball in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie. I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, hook it up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for the running back. It's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Back to 60.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanchez. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now an audible here into something else.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Here we go. 79.
Now Shuck. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Throwing, Shuck.
And fires one, but incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Ready?
They'll send a receiver in
Six
motion
the Eagle.
left.
6 the Eagle.
Back to Krosky on first down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels punching it in from a yard away. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Shifts by him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Go! 19 Lions. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 11. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, shot. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trey Amos. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
But I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Viking, ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw left side complete. That's Sanchez. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Slide for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this playoffs. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Got it. Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Let's go. 60 by 6. Get wide.
He'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the way they are, that's definitely a penalty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Ready?
They'll throw. Here's Shock.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Got it. Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready?
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt. Powers by at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, 75 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and go further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Go. Ready?
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Switch. Back.
From the gun, Shock.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Krosky Merritt to start the drive. Able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Get it. 18 card. 79. Hey, Smash. Go get him. Go get him. Ready.
Again, it's Krosky Merritt. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Go! Viking 18.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3rd down and 1.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
A good passing attack, even though that one was incomplete. He's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That gets all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 20. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. The ball comes out on the hip of the Saints incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass defense. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And this one is going pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 178 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Hold it ready. Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
They'll run once more with JCN. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Commanders, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Saints, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now.